You name it, I'll paint it.
Today is the day, guys. We are doing the green screen bike. There's a lot that we learned from the first video, and one big thing is just make sure that everything is green. This thing, it has to be completely covered in green. Maddie already used a spray can to get like all the inside parts, the hub, the inside part of the sprocket, the little things on the chain the best we can. But now it's time to use the paint roller and just try to attack this bike by all means necessary.
What we didn't learn is how to paint.
Yeah, you did. You're doing a pretty good job. Look at that. That's very efficient right there. That's brilliant. See? Yeah, you're doing a great job. Because our goal with this one today is to get Maddie doing a backflip and making the bike look as invisible as possible. I have an idea of how to do this. I'm going to film it from the side, make sure that it's on the tripod so it's nice and fixed, and then hopefully the bike will just disappear and everything's going to look dialed. We're going to use the same kind of game plan that we did with the ramp video, which worked out really well, and we're going to see what we learned and see if we can make it happen today. So we're going to get painting on this thing. We will check back in once it's all done, and we'll have some fun trying to make the bike disappear. Quick update, guys. The bike is looking extremely green right now. So Maddie's just getting a couple different final touches on it, just trying to make it as perfect as possible. And we're going to attempt to make this bike disappear. What's really cool about it is you can see the shadow is directly underneath of us right now. So that means there's not going to be anything casted from the side. So if I show you guys like this, it should look pretty ridiculous. So as a precaution, we're really going overboard trying to get as much paint inside that sprocket area. We really should just take it off, but we're being super lazy right now, because Maddie ended up like putting away the paint, kind of. I mean, I know it's right there in front of us, but that's the game plan right now, just trying to...
I think it'll be pretty good though.
See? Maddie wasted all the spray paint already, so now he's trying to use his finger to get it in between like the different areas of the frame.
We didn't get a small brush.
Hard to reach spots. Yeah, I wish we would have had a brush, made things a lot easier.
Yeah, just gonna use his finger.
That's commitment, guys.
Just really get in there.
We're also trying to go overboard to make the little things disappear on the left side, because my game plan is to film it on the left to be able to do the backflip. But also I want to try to mess around with a rail. I think a grind across a rail would be pretty hilarious, watching you do it with no bike.
Imaginary bike grind.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Here's our first look at the disappearing green screen bike, and it's pretty legit. But it looks like the spokes are going to be difficult to get rid of. But I'm hoping that will change when the wheels are spinning. I guess we'll see. How you feel?
Like the Hulk.
You feel confident?
I feel green. I feel so green.
I think this is going to work, man. I really do think this is going to work.
I've never seen something so amazing looking in my life.
It's very, very green. I'm excited to go try and see if this works, man. This will be a lot of fun to film and edit. So let's go make it happen.
We can continue doing this forever. We'll just have somebody who specifically rides a green bike for every upcoming video, no matter what, they're on the invisible bike.
I'll just say it out loud, I guess already. My big concern is I'm going to be filming from this left side the whole time. So my goal is to have majority of the bike being covered with Maddie's left leg. And I feel like that's going to be a hard one to get rid of. So I figured Maddie's right leg, which would be in the front of the bike, it's only those two tubes you got to worry about. But my other one is the seat. I think the seat is going to be a bit of an issue, but we'll try to cater to it by keeping over the top of the bike and not moving too much. So, I don't know, you're professional. You can do this. I feel good about this.
Yeah, you said it.
Let's go do this, man. I'm so excited. Let's go see if this actually works.
Put it in your backseat real quick?
Yeah, please. We decided to try to make it disappear, putting it on the bike rack, but I had a very hard time getting it to work perfectly. I don't know if it was because the sun was so harsh or if it was because of all the different angles of the bike, but it looks more like a ghost bike than it does a disappearing bike. Welcome to the skate park, Matt. This is going to be a fun day. I think the loop out is going to be even better for it. So the first setup that we're going to be messing around with is going to be with this flat rail. I want to get Maddie doing a grind, but first we're going to do a 180 over the top of it, and we're going to see if it works. So that one worked pretty good, but you can see that the handlebars are passing by Maddie, so it's messing with the color a little bit. So now it's time for the grind. We're going to film this one a couple different ways to see what changes on it. I think that the sideways shot is going to be the best though. So here's the grind, slightly from the side and head on. So now we're going to mess around with the bigger rail to see if this changes at all. Nice, Matt. This was the worst angle for the grind, and I think it could have been for my tripod slipping slightly between Maddie's grind and when I filmed the background. But Maddie also had a close call. Oh no! Guys, Maddie just had a little bit of a wipeout scenario with the wheels, the tires are all messed up now.
Didn't have brakes, they didn't want to skid to mess up the tires.
Yeah, wow.
So I ran right through the mud.
Alright, well let's go mess around with the backflip now. I think that's a good thing to do.
Straight to the back.
Let's do it. We're starting to get it to fade out a little bit.
I'm getting
There was a
nervous.
left side too that it started fading out on.
Dude, it's scary.
So that's going to be a little bit of an issue for us. Let me see this side of the... Oh, so it's just dirt at least.
Dirt.
So you could just wipe that off.
It's dirt.
All right.
Well, the front one's starting to...
Oh, is that?
That's
okay.
tire.
All right, well, wipe the tires off the best you can before the backflip, because I think that's definitely going to play a factor. We want to make sure there's nothing on there. All right, so this is going to be our setup using the backflip. My goal is to try to get the bike to disappear, so Matty looks like he's just doing a random backflip. So I'm setting up a couple different angles. We're going to see which one works out the best, and we'll see what happens, guys. So the backflip works pretty good, but the two biggest problems are the spokes, which we expected, but also the edge of the tire where the paint wore off. But I filmed a couple different angles. We will see which one works out the best. Oh, that's awesome. Can you try to bring it a little bit closer to us?
Yes, I can.
Just a hair.
I think I can.
Yes, Matt. Great work, great work. Nice, Matt. Oh, that was way closer than I imagined. Whoops. So here's one straight from the side. We're gonna see if this one gets rid of it any better. So this is the worst backflip that we filmed, and I blame it on the lighting, which was constantly changing, and our sketchy tripod setup. But the next backflip is much better. So here's another backflip from the side. I just want to I want to try this one with different lighting. Cool. So here's an idea I have to do a rock to fakie. Hopefully that looks ridiculous. That was awesome. I think this feeble grind down the ledge was our best clip of the bike disappearing. The tripod didn't slip and the lighting was just right. It's the tail whip. So here's a hang 5 across.
This bike's fun.
Is it fun? I love you just riding across. Lean big time, keep your body. Oh, that was perfect. That is so good. Yeah, you're good now. We were trying to get a clip of Maddie jumping both the spine and the box jump, but there was these little kids that were just running wild in the skate park. Next trick we're gonna do is a manual over this hip. I'm hoping that Maddie's body's gonna like eclipse the bike the whole time and it's gonna look ridiculous. Nice.
Yeah, looks good.
I think it will look good. I hope that looks cool too. I think your left leg is gonna be the issue in that clip though. So here's another manual, but this one's directly from the side. Nice, man, that was perfect. That was actually 2 first try manuals in a row, which is a big deal for Maddie.
I'm okay on the ramp though. It's just bad flat.
On flat? That's your
Honestly,
biggest issue? I think I got one trick I want to try. A foot jam. Like on the quarter pipe. I think it'll look pretty funny if the bike can disappear on it.
I can definitely handle that for sure.
Nice, Matt. Well, we are wrapping up our session here, attempting to do the first green screen bike that we've ever done before. And I had a lot of fun filming this one. And I'm so excited to edit this video to see how it turns out. Now, is it going to work? We do not know. But it was a good time trying to come up with it. If you have any other trick ideas that you think that would look really cool, please put it in the comments. We would like to check them out for sure. So guys, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this video and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.